dum, diddle dum dum, diddle dum dum, diddle dum dum. There was a turtle by the name of Bert, and the turtle was very alert. When danger threatened him, he never got hurt. He knew just what to do. He ducked and cover, ducked and cover. He did what we all must learn to do. You and you and you and you. Duck and cover.
Be sure and remember what Bert the Turtle just did, friends, because every one of us must remember to do the same thing. That's what this film is all about. Duck and cover. This is an official civil defense film produced in cooperation with the Federal Civil Defense Administration and in consultation with the Safety Commission of the National Education Association. Produced by Archer Productions, Incorporated.
Niagara 124, your source for food, entertainment, news, and jibber-jabber. Put on your thinking caps, cover yourself in Chipotle Southwest dressing, prepare for your debriefing on current events. This week on Niagara 124, it is our Mardi Gras special as well as Season 2 premiere, so we're going to cover some awesome news, such as Ebola, that's right, we're back, baby, and some other things, as you won't believe who's retiring, lots of people who are being fined, and who's dead. All this and more on 124. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Friday the 13th. It's February 13th, 2015. I'm Nico.
I'm Bobby, but there's someone in the middle between us.
I'm James.
Yes, the gang's all here. So, if you didn't listen to our preseason show last week, well, you would... Oh, we haven't introduced him, but since Season 2 has started, we'll just tell you we have a new co-host person. And
say hi, introduce yourself.
Yeah. I'm James.
Yeah.
Good job.
This is James. He is British-ish. Descendant of Brit. As I said, this is our Mardi Gras show, so those of you that are in lower level Gallagher, if you come up to the studio and flash us a smile, you get free beads. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, if you come and smile, you get free beads. No one rush too quickly.
No one wants to smile today. It's freezing outside.
No, yeah, it is freezing outside.
Negative. Oh, wait, I got it somewhere.
We have James with the weather.
Let's see, today it's 5 degrees. It's by about 1 p.m. it's going to be 9 degrees. Our all-time high for Saturday is 27. Feels like -6. It'll be snowing till Monday at 10 degrees. Tuesday, 25, 14, 12, 21, 25, and 19 for Sunday.
Wow, that's just sad.
Good job with the weather. You can leave now. That's all you have to do.
Well, as always, folks, if you want to yell at us for something, you could always contact us on Twitter at Niagara124. Follow us on Facebook at Niagara1/24. Watch old episodes on YouTube at Niagara1/24. Or call into the studio at 716-286-7315. So let's get started. This was actually a pretty busy news week. I'm going to just go right into it.
What happened this week?
Ladies and gentlemen, Jon Stewart's leaving The Daily Show.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
You heard that?
Yeah.
That's just...
So, like, did he,
A really pathetic booze. Isn't it sad?
Can we turn that up a bit here so we can hear it? Because I'm not wearing the...
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that.
Yeah, this is
have
just...
to be professional.
At
least play the part.
So, did he give any reason as to why
No, he's just retiring.
he's retiring?
Yeah, he's going to take Conan's show.
Is he? What? It's called Conan.
It doesn't mean anything. Conan's been getting it forever.
Conan, starring Jon
He
Stewart.
lost his job at the Tonight Show. Now he's going to lose his own show.
Oh, I'm sorry, Conan O'Brien, if you're listening to this. I don't know why you would be.
Is Conan O'Brien listening to us right now?
I don't know. If he is, hi, Conan.
Yeah, right. Hi.
Yeah. I've taken off my pimp hat and have switched to headphones because the inside monitor thing is just very complicated.
What about Jimmy Fallon? Is he listening to us right now?
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon, if you're listening to us, come to Niagara Falls, man.
Yeah, do a free show.
Yeah, Niagara Falls, man. Continuing on this route, Brian Williams is taking an unpaid 6-month suspension because on January 30th he told a story that his helicopter was hit by a rocket-propelled grenade in Iraq.
Like, how do you even lie about that? If you were hit by an RPG, your helicopter.
Allegedly, he misremembered, and the helicopter behind him was hit.
It's one thing if you misremember, I don't know, the tank behind you getting shot at. It's another thing if you misremember your tank getting shot at.
Yeah, that's an entirely different animal entirely. But they're saying he'll probably just get a late-night show now. Yeah. He's gonna be the, he'll just be, the new Jon Stewart.
No. Old players never die. They just work for ESPN.
Sports jokes. I am wearing a Sabres hoodie from 2006. Isn't life grand?
Sports.
So, fighting in Ukraine ahead of a peace summit. So, if you haven't been paying attention to anything going on, Ukraine is still fighting Russia over everything, and there's going to be a peace summit.
What makes us think that we're actually going to stop Russia from doing whatever it wants? It's Russia.
I still you watch the news and they talk about, well, if they take Ukraine, what's next? They're gonna take Lithuania.
Yeah, that's such a tragedy. It's a real loss.
Yeah, they're gonna take Lithuania. I am Lithuanian. No one wants Lithuania. No one wants Latvia. Latvia is potatoes and Zemgus Girgensons. That is all that Latvia is. And Estonia, I don't even know. Maybe Estonia is probably a decent place, but Lithuania and Latvia...
Maybe.
Okay.
People are probably just afraid that that either Germany or Russia is going to try for Poland, and we're going to have a whole nother big...
Lithuania has been worried that they're going to be retaken over by Russia since 1990. This is how long they've been going on at it. You cannot have the hammer and sickle in Lithuania. You'll be thrown in prison.
Not to mention they'll run over your car with a tank.
Yeah, they'll run over... If your car is illegally parked, they run over it with an armored vehicle.
What if you illegally park a tank?
They'll run over it with a bigger tank.
They'll run over the tank with a tank.
They'll run over the tank with a tank.
Yep.
You have no clue. They're very weird there. The U.S. is closing its embassy in Yemen.
Congratulations, U.S.
Okay, so we couldn't have done this in, I don't know, Syria?
Well, what I want to know is, what took them so long to close the embassy in Yemen? It's been under fire for, a month straight. People have been attacking it constantly, and they decided to keep it open. What are you, U.S., at this point, what is the point of even having embassies anymore? It seems that, especially, in those hotbed areas where everything's just, yeah, everything's just lots of...
Well, the Middle East is a mess.
Yeah,
Well,
something like that.
My leg.
But anywho, hey, we got a smiler! You want beads?
Oh
Come
my
back
gosh,
to the studio.
somebody actually came here.
Someone actually came, our first person. 1 sec, open the door, pop up the door. Hey, what color do you want? 3 beads.
Oh, sweet.
Take them, take one.
Did you just do the show?
We're starting.
Oh, nice.
You're on the show, you're on the air right now.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, this is Katie. She actually, we're going to talk about your things later on in the show. She's one of our news correspondents.
Yep, I'm the one who finds them all the most of the weird stories, I guess.
She's our wacky news correspondent.
Yep.
Woohoo!
And they're all recent, so...
Yes, they are, which is awesome. Well,
Yep, I'm just gonna grab some beads and then I'll let you
okay. That's fine. So, yeah, James,
Alright,
your
good luck.
embassy in Yemen. What would you do if you ran an embassy in Yemen, James?
Well, let's see. If they start attacking us, then we start attacking them.
Interesting concept. At least 300 migrants are feared dead after a Libyan ship sinks in the Mediterranean. So, 300 people presumed dead from a sinking ship. Because Italy used to have this program where they would rescue migrants in the waters of the Mediterranean that were trying to escape to Italy. And they stopped that program, and now the ship just sank and 300 people are dead. So people are accusing Italy of basically just being passive on the whole deal.
Becoming a bit like Australia in that sense. You know, figure it, when the boats come in, you can either turn them away or, well, they sink in the water.
Holy. Wow. This is just...
I'm Italian and I have no comment.
Oh,
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting off this show on a bad foot. This is bad. We need to get this pumped up. We need to get pumped up. It's hard to get pumped up when all the news is someone is dead. Katie Muller, she was the hostage, the last American hostage that ISIS was holding. She's dead.
Well, alright.
But she may have actually been killed from a Jordanian airstrike.
Oh.
ISIS may not have actually killed her. Intel is that she'd been given as a bride to an ISIS fighter.
You've got to break a few eggs. I mean, bombing isn't exactly the most accurate procedure we've got going.
Nothing's exactly the most accurate procedure in war.
Right, and since drones and such and calculated strikes are still relatively ineffective, we could always move to a more aggressive format, carpet bombing.
That is a terrible idea, James.
It's not a terrible
That is a terrible idea,
We
James.
did it in Iraq.
You want to know what this kind of stuff would do? Mohammed Tayman, he's a 17-year-old kid,
Yeah?
was killed by a drone strike. Before him, his father was killed by a drone strike, and his brother was killed by a drone strike. At one point or another, his entire family has been knocked out by drone strikes.
As I've said, it takes a few eggs. It's not a very precise thing. It is war. It's
But
war
how
in all but
can they
name.
not figure out the difference between civilians and terrorists?
Because... And this is
Now, the U.S. is saying suspected terrorists. When
Oh,
this came out, they were saying it's a suspected terrorist. But the issue is, Al-Qaeda's in the area, and Al-Qaeda's been providing the families in that area with food and such. So they often have Al-Qaeda posters and Al-Qaeda flags, even though they may not be members of Al-Qaeda, similar to how, people give away freebies. Al-Qaeda does the same thing. Yes, Al-Qaeda is at the same level as us giving away beads at this show. This is not good.
Of course, the difference is we don't wait till we go off air and then go kill a bunch of people because of their religion. But
That is that. Strong words from the great James. Bobby, do you have an opinion on this?
I refrained from saying anything because I didn't want to offend anybody, but James just went all out with that. So.
Yeah, James is...
resident loose cannon. So-
The views expressed in James's opinion are not necessarily the opinions of Niagara 124 or WNIA in any way, shape, or form. We,
Nope,
in
so bug me.
no way, something, it's
Disclaimer
just
business,
James's personal opinion.
and Nico's personal opinion.
My personal opinion comes out of my mouth.
Right, and Bob.
And
has
Bobby's-
his opinion comes
Out of his mouth.
eventually.
It's wonderful. So, in Ebola news, Yes, I found like the only Ebola news that is currently out.
Ebola's still relevant.
Ebola is still a thing.
Trending on Twitter.
The United States is pulling its troops out of the African countries that are in the Ebola zone.
Oh,
Because
okay.
we had troops there and we're pulling them all out. Like 80% out of Sierra Leone, 40% out of wherever.
Why not 100% out of these places?
Because we can't ever leave 100% of these places. Have you learned nothing from history?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, what has Sierra Leone ever done for us?
It's Sierra Leone.
So?
Sounds nice.
It sounds like
sounds nice.
It sounds. I'm in political science, and I don't know what there. If someone wants to tweet in at Niagara124 what Sierra Leone does for the U.S., we'd love to hear it.
Jack.
So how do you feel about this, Bobby?
This?
This.
The
Ebola.
Ebola? Is it still relevant? I mean, that's what I said.
Obviously, if it's still in the news, but
Doesn't have to trend on Tumblr.
just because it isn't in the U.S. anymore doesn't mean it's still not relevant. It's still a major issue in these African countries.
It's been a major issue before it became a huge thing.
It was an issue, but it was never this widespread. It is still widespread, and they're trying to beat it back.
We can't beat a disease. You don't declare war on a disease.
Well, obviously, you can tell that from the measles outbreak.
I know you can try quarantine. That's an option.
Which is... There's actually doctors right now that are currently blaming the measles outbreak on discredited autism research.
Oh, yeah, because remember they kept telling the kids, don't take your medicine, don't take your medicine. It drives you insane.
Yeah, way back in the day, this was like the 90s when we hit that anti-big pharma era. What?
2000s too.
Oh yeah, it was us growing up. I remember this a lot.
Yeah.
There was a lot of kids. I went to private school, but there was always like a kid or two that would be like, "I'm not getting vaccinations," or parents would be like, "I'm not vaccinating my kids because it will give them autism."
Didn't get it.
This was literally the logic that you can get autism from a vaccine. And it was some research that they had found a connection that was then discredited by like thousands of doctors. Everyone at this point should know that these vaccines do not cause autism.
It gets a little staticky if you put your phone near that. I just want to warn you.
Yeah, so what is your opinion on this, Bobby?
Why are you asking me? I don't...
Bobby, have you been vaccinated? Bobby, have you been vaccinated?
Yes, I have.
James, have you been vaccinated?
Yes.
Okay, see, all three of us have been vaccinated. I'm just going to say this right now. Everyone go out and get vaccinated if you haven't been vaccinated. Seriously, I know you don't like needles, but, you know, what would you rather have your entire body break out in a crazy disease that rots everything out of you? It's disturbing. Go look up photos on Google. We're not posting that here. Spider-Man news. Sony has teamed up with Marvel Pictures, so Spider-Man's going to be in an upcoming Marvel Universe film, and then they're going to make a new Spider-Man film. It's going to be like, finally, they're teaming up. Because Sony owned the rights to Spider-Man films.
Yes.
And on the other end of the coin, the new Fantastic Four movie's coming out, and that is produced by Fox, who has the rights to do X-Men and Fantastic Four. So Marvel is actually going to discontinue Fantastic Four comics when this movie comes out, because they want the rights, and Fox won't give them the rights to make the movie, even though they own the thing. So there's kind of this war going on between the comic book companies and the movie companies. I said this very...
I have a good idea Marvel's going to win this one. They seem to come out on top most of the time.
Well, Marvel's owned by Disney currently, so yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Disney owns everything.
Disney owns ABC.
Thanks,
Disney
George
owns... I mean, Disney owns everything. And if you like Disney... did you guys listen to Chelsea's show last night? Okay. Chelsea had an entire show and all of her music. Chelsea Golden, you could find her. I linked to her on our Facebook page. She has this Disney themed show every week, and last night was all the music from Magic Kingdom Park. So you felt like you were actually in the park?
Gosh.
It was awesome. I was like, oh, I'm back in the park, and considering I'm going to be there this summer, it's going to be awesome.
Disney's a beautiful place.
Disney is very beautiful. James is just looking at me like
James hates Disney.
James.
No, I've never been there, so I have no idea what's wrong about it.
I'm
Okay.
so sad for you.
That is sad.
Child.
Spread your Disney love to James at Niagara124, or just call into the studio 286-7315.
Or at James right
No,
now in this
what?
room.
No, he's not a Twitter. You can knock on the door.
Come
and,
here
like,
and
no.
and
not
knock on the glass and say, James, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry that you've never been to Disney. Yes. So much snow.
It's very cold outside.
So, a lot of people are talking about how much snow Boston got, but Boston actually is only number 4 on the top 5 cities with the most snow this year. Number 5 is Syracuse. Number 4 is Boston. Number 3 is Erie. Number 2 is Buffalo. And number 1 is Worcester.
What?
Worcester.
Worcester.
Worcester, it's in Massachusetts.
I've never heard of that place.
I know, because it's spelled Worcestershire,
What? Oh.
but it's pronounced Worcester. Or Worcester if you're from there. Pardon my inability to speak Bostonian. Worcester. Worcester, man.
Worcester.
Richie Incognito just got drafted to the Bills. If you don't know who Richie Incognito was, he was suspended from the NFL for a bullying scandal. And Rex Ryan said that he wanted to make our team into a bully. So what better than to get a person kicked out of a team for bullying?
A bullying.
I don't know what to think of this.
He wants to make our team into a bully?
Yes.
Like, what?
Like what the Steelers used to be, you know. Beat up people, throw them off cliffs, show up after the game and bribe people, you know.
You mean do what a very successful football team did?
For all intent, we don't want to, besmirch the name of Richie Incognito, but Pagula said that he feels that he has changed. That he is a changed man and he's no longer the punk he was. So we will give him that. Radio Shack is closing, guys.
Oh, it's so tragic.
Radio Shack is closing. I know.
Has Radio Shack been relevant for like the last
I've been following
10 years?
Don't you do that. Don't you dare insult the name of Radio Shack. Radio Shack's been around for 94 years.
94 years?
Yes, Radio Shack is an honorable company. You've been laughing and it's painful to my eyes.
What did they sell 94 years ago?
Radios!
Look, Bobby, where have all your batteries come from when your remote runs out?
Radio Shack. Where have all your stupid RC cars that you got as a kid? Radio Shack. Where did you get that weird plug-in for the computer? Radio Shack.
I just went to a Radio Shack. That's where I got my computer charger.
I've been following their stock for 1 year. It was at $1.10 last year. It went up to $2.10, and now it ended at 24 cents, and they filed for bankruptcy.
Okay, now I just want to give you an idea of what that looks like in the real world. So their stock at the beginning of the year was something compared to getting a sticky bun out of the local shop. At its last high, it was about the price of a cup of Starbucks coffee. And at its ultimate low, you would get change for a quarter.
And you drop the penny in the grate.
Exactly. These people have really been doing wonderful.
But, so half of the Radio Shack stores are closing. The one in Niagara Falls is not. It's going to turn into a Sprint location.
It's going to turn into a Blockbuster.
No, they're all turning into Sprint. Sprint is next in line.
Oh, gee.
They closed the Hallmark in Wegmans Plaza so Radio Shack could move in. This is a true story. They're closing the Hallmark because they're expanding Wegmans on Military Road, and they wanted to move Radio Shack where Hallmark is. I remember when they said this, I'm like, really, guys? You're gonna regret that in about a month. Really, you're gonna have a Sprint. Woohoo, Sprint. Wow, you worked real hard on that 4th highest cell company.
Ooh. Cell company.
Oh boy, real cellular.
Making the best cells since I don't know how long.
So
this is definitely a Kodak moment.
Did you guys hear about Kanye?
What did he do this time?
What did he do?
We have horrible tracks.
Yeah, we have really,
booing.
really bad booing tracks, like boo. So Kanye, Beck won Album of the Year at the Grammys. If you don't know who Beck is, neither do I. No one knows who Beck is. And Kanye went up to go make his speech, and then turned around and started laughing. And Beck has no clue because Beck ain't from around here. It's like, oh no, you could come up, and he's like trying to wave him back on, and Kanye's walking down laughing. But then that really that's not what bothered people. Afterwards, Kanye went on a rant talking about how Beyonce is so much better than everyone else, and that Beck should have honored the dignity of a true award and given the award to Beyonce because she was the one that deserved it.
Okay, so
and now they're trying to ban him from every single awards show ever. They want him gone.
So the man's clearly lost his mind.
Well, let's face it, Jay-Z is the one that gave him his big break, so obviously he's going to be a little absolutely positively biased towards the guy. Neil Armstrong. So someone went into his closet because he died like 2 years ago, and they found an old camera and some equipment that he took with him on his mission to the moon that was supposed to be left on the moon, but he took it with him as a memento. Thank you. Mardi Gras is already starting, ladies and gentlemen.
He stole from the moon.
He stole from the moon. Well, he brought it to the moon. He just took it back.
Employees stealing office supplies.
Yes, at its finest. So, yeah. You thought stealing that pen from the office is bad.
Yeah, don't worry
Neil
about the
Armstrong
copy
took
paper.
everything.
Don't worry about the copy paper.
What did he take? Did they say what he took?
It was a camera, I think a patch, a bag with some little tools in it. You know, stuff that was just you're supposed to leave it on the moon because it would weigh the ship down or something.
Oh. This man outside is smiled at us.
Yes, this man outside is smiling. We must give him beads.
I think he unintentionally smiled, and now we're going to force him to take our beads.
No.
Nope, he's here.
He's here.
Happy Christmas, Rob.
Oh, thank you. I already got like 5 months.
There.
Bobby.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye. That was our other news correspondent. So for the only people that have come here are news correspondents. This is sad.
Is there any way to check if anyone's actually, listening to us?
Well, yeah, it's been quite dead today on the social media side of things.
Because everybody's probably sleeping.
Why?
And praying.
Because it's freezing.
But it's noon.
It's freezing. No one wants to leave.
They don't need to... honestly, you just need to turn on a computer.
I have to sit if I wanted to watch this, imagine what I have to do. I'd have to get up, I'd have to put my clothes on, I'd have to go out in the cold in my car. The only place I still have a radio.
It's not radio, it's internet. We don't even have an actual radio broadcast. This is broadcast through the internet.
You mean we're not even on the
No.
You said we were on the radio.
I never said that. I said it was podcasted. I told
Traitor.
you.
Traitor. Treachery. Soiled it.
Okay, I have to go see that this weekend.
Oh my god.
The SpongeBob movie actually beat American Sniper in the box office right now.
Yeah.
It is the #1 film in period. Right now. It's awesome.
They've beaten SpongeBob to death so much.
Yes, but now he's computer generated.
Can the movie be any good?
Possibly. I don't know. That's why I'm going to go see it and find out.
All right. Oh, speaking of movies, did you want to wait until after
we're
going to
do that at the end of the news, ladies and gentlemen? We have a interesting review. So where are we? Oh yes. The federal courts decided that gay marriage is legal in Alabama.
Huh?
So the Alabama Supreme Court decided to shut down all of the courts so no one could get married.
Shut down everything.
Wait, what? So you're telling me a federal court decided what a state could do?
Yeah, they could do that on gay marriage.
Huh?
They can do that. It's in the Constitution. They could do that. They can do that. But the state wanted. I have no idea. It's a huge, complicated thing.
It was probably one of those things where the federal court struck down a law.
Mm-hmm. Well, Roy Moore, he's the Chief Justice of the Alabama Supreme Court. His response was,
Judge Roy Bean.
What do you think his response was to finding out that gay marriage should be legal, considering he's the one that shut down the courts? You want to guess?
Why are you pointing at me? What do you want me to say?
Come on. What would you guess, Bobby? What do you think his reaction would be?
I have no idea.
I give up. I'm moving to South Africa.
What?
Actually, no. His reaction was, we shouldn't allow gay marriage because what happens after gay marriage? If we let a man and a woman and a woman, I'm quoting him directly here. If we let a man and a man, then a woman and a woman, what's next? A man and couple women and couple men? A father and his daughter?
It's Alabama.
It's Alabama, and it went to incest.
What are the odds?
Goes to incest.
No, but I'm not even going to say that I'm all for the whole marriage thing. But even if it was, what are the odds? It's Alabama. This happens anyway. Incest is a thing there. Let's just own up to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am not seconding that, but James is a loose cannon. So remember how Charles Manson was getting married to the 26-year-old or 29-year-old?
Yeah.
Well, they broke it off because the reason she was marrying him, she wanted his dead body. She wanted his dead body. She wanted to be able to have his dead body and put it on display for everyone to see, like parade it around town like they did to Mussolini. And he figured it out, so he broke off the wedding.
That is wonderful.
That is.
I'd have paid good money to go.
Yeah.
If it worked.
Tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it's
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day.
Creepy. Yeah. What?
Do we have anything?
We have nothing for Valentine's Day.
Oh, we'll do the whistle call. Okay,
that was terrible.
It was horrible. I got all of these online, and whoever recorded these was just
I just heard that outside.
The duck and cover was
it was loud. The duck and cover was duck and cover, that's why. But it's Valentine's Day, so how to celebrate Valentine's Day is a story from our news correspondent, Katie. A Belgian chocolatier has invented a chocolate sniffing device. You put cocoa powder and some nutmeg and some raspberry stuff, and you put it in this thing, and you stick it in your nose, and you pull the trigger, and it shoots up as you inhale. Basically, you can snort chocolate.
Oh my gosh, I need this.
You want to snort chocolate? Does that sound like a good idea, snorting chocolate?
I could. I mean, the chocolate has milk in it.
You're shooting cocoa powder and raspberry up your nose.
It's not the strangest thing someone shot up their nose when they were bored.
That's it. That's what we got for Valentine's Day.
Chocolate.
We don't believe in Valentine's
Wait,
Day.
let me see.
We don't. That was
believe
it.
in
This is our hardcore news journalism.
Nope. Wait, ruffling papers.
This is our
convincing me.
greatest news journalism for Valentine's Day.
Right.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. And we shall. And we will. And we support the Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah. Consider going to Canada.
Why?
I don't know why. They have a whole bunch of bars, and they probably have offers if you can't find anyone to go with for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Singles offer. 3 free drinks for everyone who couldn't manage to find a date.
So, allegedly, our generation has given up on Valentine's Day. This was in the news. That our particular generation, the millennials, have given up on Valentine's Day. And because we're with the digital age and stuff, it used to be like e-cards and stuff, but now it's just sending like, hey, I like your face. Okay. Wow. How's it going?
Romantic stuff.
Yeah, hardcore romantic.
That's a romance novel in our day.
Yes, that was great. Other correspondent news from Katie. A truck driver was fired because he wrote as his co-driver, because you have to put down a co-driver, he wrote Jesus.
Oh, God. Who took the wheel?
So they fired him because you cannot write Jesus as your co-driver, obviously.
Oh. So who's going to
worked
drive
for
the truck
U-Haul.
now? Jesus?
I worked for U-Haul for a bit. You get in big trouble because cops will check your log when they pull you over for not sleeping.
Did you work for U-Haul?
Ladies and gentlemen, things that I now know about James. He is British, but not British.
Did you drive for U-Haul?
He works... What? How old are you?
Get a CD. Anyway, so if you put Jesus down, if you mark Jesus down as your driver, then Jesus has to take naps. Jesus has to make sure the stuff gets there on time. I think that was because someone had already got the letter Jesus called sick that day.
I don't... James isn't real.
I'll explain my life to you after.
James is not real.
I'm a figment of Nico's imagination.
Was the problem that he didn't have a co-driver, or that he reported it incorrectly?
That he reported it incorrectly, technically. And I don't think he had a co-driver.
So, do you need a co-driver?
I don't know, but he wrote us his co-driver
depends on the
Jesus,
length
which
of
is
the trip.
incorrect. Obama sent a proposal to the Senate to declare war on ISIS.
Oh, I thought he was going to say YOLO after that ridiculous video he made.
Yeah, did you see this? Obama made a video for BuzzFeed. I think, it was BuzzFeed. Like, why would you make Obama... And it's to sell Obamacare.
I feel bad for the next president, because they just have to live with all the strange things that have happened.
What video did you make for BuzzFeed?
He made a video for BuzzFeed about things that people do but don't talk about. Like him taking selfies and making faces in a mirror and stuff.
Oh, and him trying to eat cookies.
Yeah, I saw the Vine of that. Of him trying to dip a cookie in the glass.
Yeah, he's like trying to be like relatable.
You're the president. We don't want you to be relatable.
You're the president of the United States.
America.
Be presidential. This is America.
Be presidential. Oh my gosh, he's wearing a mask and he's staring at me.
Yes. James is currently wearing a very sparkly mask. It's very sparkly. 63% of leading dating mobile apps, this is a Valentine's Day one, are at risk of being hacked. 63% of them are at risk of being hacked. That's just...
How many of them are there?
There's a lot. There's you've been on like the Google apps or the or Apple apps or
Google apps
or Snapple apps.
Snapple apps. Snapple apps.
Apple apps. Yeah, so they're at risk. So guys, stop doing this. You're gonna get hacked.
Just stop doing it. It's not like they're doing anything wrong. I mean, we know what other site they could be on. All they're doing is looking for a date.
So 50 Shades of Grey is coming out. Apologize, James. I forgot to hit the dump. You can't say the G word.
Goat?
You can't? What?
No, you can't.
You can't say goats?
You can say that.
Oh,
wow.
You can't say it. Yeah.
My apologies.
There we go.
And I also apologize for anyone that has to watch 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes. Well, it's under fire because of the leading lady's submissive role.
So?
Isn't that the point?
That is the entire point of 50 Shades. This is why it was a bestseller. And it's like, well... Why does she have to be... It was written by a woman, first of all, so...
Mormon.
No.
Talking in tongues.
Oh, please stop clicking that.
I'm going to continue to
Every
click
time
that.
a track plays, I just die a little inside.
Every time I use the soundboard, he dies a little. So allegedly 20,000 people have tried joining terrorists from around the world lately.
Oh, okay, we're just done talking about 50 Shades of Grey.
No, I'm just dropping off 50 Shades of Grey and talking about terrorists. It's somehow better. It is somehow on a higher tier. I felt if the 50 Shades was going to continue, we may die or something.
Yeah, we would.
I like how dead social media is today. Like, there's a lot of people in Gallagher, like... Does no one...
Okay, you got them looking, but I don't
did you just
think
turn
they
that
care.
outside speakers up? I don't want it to be louder.
Yeah, we don't want more people to hear us. I think that's the problem.
Okay. Well... Seriously, guys, if anyone wants free Mardi Gras beads, just come on over. We got a ton of them. Like, gratuitous amounts. So if anyone wants Mardi Gras beads, they are free. It is, like, the only thing in Gallagher right now that you do not have to pay for.
And the ice cream in the back.
Yeah.
No, they're charging for it.
Oh.
They are charging for the ice cream in the back. Yeah. But there is ice cream in the back.
There's ice cream in the back of Galley right now?
Yes.
I want ice cream. Can I...
Kenny?
What?
Kenny?
Does he...
He says he wants to.
How long is it going to be there?
Well,
I don't know how long it's going to be there. Do you want
There's no
ice
queue.
cream?
I don't see a queue.
Alright, no, just keep going.
What? Okay, keep going. Okay.
Okay, Bobby doesn't.
This is a great show, ladies and gentlemen.
We're gonna take Bobby out. It's a special day. And you're going to go get ice cream.
We're gonna go get ice
it's
cream.
gonna be-
At the end of the show, we're gonna go get Bobby ice
to
cream.
the park, and you can go to the little theme park and have a good time and run around and play with little sprites. I can't see with this mask on. And all these wonderful things because, yes, Bobby needs ice cream so desperately. He can hardly contain his excitement.
This is just a show of James making comments and me laughing. This is the entire show. And Bobby talking about ice cream. Correspondence from Ron, our other news correspondent.
Oh, Ron.
Yep.
He works.
Chicago has been stripped of its Little League title because it had players that were not from Chicago in the team. This was like the big miracle team of Chicago. Well, some of their players were not from Chicago, so they've been stripped of their title.
Aww.
We have some Niagara University news. Father Maher has been named one of Western New York's most influential people from Business First, the Power 250. Comes out like every year. So that is awesome. Like, we should send out cheers. I'm just going to send out the... Yeah, that's...
Cheering.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Father.
You know Iggy Azalea, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure you know Iggy.
Yeah.
She ordered a pizza from Papa John's, right?
Did she? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And the person
This
that
is
took the
news.
phone call gave her number to his friend, and his friend started texting her.
Oh my gosh.
So Papa John's had to send an apology
Pizza.
saying that we care deeply about our customers, privacy, and that the person has been talked to and has been reprimanded for this because
That's
he
funny.
cheated.
That's extremely funny.
A pink slip is in order.
I don't even know what that is.
Thank you, random Papa John's guy.
Yeah.
Wait, can we get that number?
I have no idea.
Because we could do quite a bit of good. We'll up our ratings instantly
If we
can
call,
actually
if
get
we
her to
call
pick up
Iggy
her personal
is,
phone.
let's call Iggy is. Hi, Iggy. You're on the air. No, you're not.
Please
No.
never talk to us again.
Yeah, she's just going to be like, call me.
Another story from Ron. A teen found what he believes to be a chicken brain at KFC in his KFC dinner. He just wants his $4 back. He doesn't want to sue them. But do you know what's worse than finding a chicken brain in your chicken strip?
What?
Finding half a chicken brain in your chicken strip.
Finding a chicken brain in your chicken strip. Are chicken strips made of like chicken heads?
No, they're made out of
Why
chicken.
would you find a chicken
made
brain?
Because everything gets deep fried and it gets gunked into itself.
Yeah, they could have just deep fried the whole chicken and bothered about divvying it up later.
And our last story from Ron is Drew Stafford and Tyler Myers and Enroth are no longer Buffalo Sabres. They've been traded.
Who to?
I
Please
think
tell me they're
the
not going
Jets?
to the Jets. Oh, okay.
the Jets.
Okay,
There's
guys.
just something with something named the Jets that is just never good.
Okay.
Penny and the Jets.
Okay, we're going to do it, guys.
and the Jets.
Guys, we got it this season, We're going to win. We're going to go to the Super Bowl.
That's not even the right sport.
I know. Whoops.
What?
No, please don't play anymore.
James just reached over to play the soundboard. That was priceless. In serious news, in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, 3 Muslim students were shot dead. And it's being considered a hate crime.
Nope.
And that is that because we're not having a discussion on that
Yeah.
at all. That is our serious news. And we're done with serious news. That's it. We're done with serious news. They did a study. Do you know what every girl's favorite accent is? Like the top favorite accent that girls find sexy?
What accent?
German.
British.
British.
German.
Why do you think we let James on the show?
I don't know. Why did you let James on the show, Nico? You got something for that accent?
We gotta get these girls. We gotta get these
I'm
girls.
going to hurt you. You're going to die for this. I'm going to sue you for...
Only if it gets to be reported on this show.
Please sue him. I can't just sue him. Like we don't
for human rights
we don't
abuses.
get paid for doing this. Like
What are you gonna sue us for?
Oh,
You
yeah.
sue for Mardi Gras beads that we have too many of because no one's come to smile?
No, I'm going to sue your refund check. I'm going to sue you for your tax refund.
I don't have dates. I
All
don't
$0 of them, I'm sure.
Yes, congratulations. The International Space Station astronauts, for Expedition 45, they're about to go up into space. They took their press photo, and all of them are wearing Jedi robes and holding lightsabers.
Why?
Because space is amazing.
Space.
Like, you can be an astronaut and just dress as a Jedi, and no one finds it weird. No one finds it weird. I find
I'm sure none of them find it weird.
Yeah, they have to look around them.
And at the bottom of this list, Dmitry Sholokhov has won Project Runway All-Stars. If you do not watch Project Runway, which none of you do, but if you do, please, at Niagara 124, I want to hear you guys. Call us, 286-7315. Talk about how awesome Dmitry is. Dmitry had won season 10? Season 10, I think. I don't know. I remember I was following him forever. He's just hilarious. He's from Russia. Or Russian area. He's from that... He might be I used to know where he's from. It's been so long.
Think of it this way. The way things are going, if it's not Russia today...
it's Russia tomorrow. Yes. But he won again. So not only did he win a season, but he won All-Stars. Meaning that he is awesome.
Right.
He is.
Give him a round of applause.
Yeah, let's give him a round.
No, why? Why would you do this to me?
I want to see how many times I could hit these buttons before Bobby cries. And,
Don't click another
stop
one.
it.
We don't need it right now.
Okay, we have finished the notebook. Hey, we have a person
finished
smiling. You get Mardi Gras beads.
The notebook.
Come on back to the studio. She can't hear me because it's an 8-second delay.
Just standing there. All right. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Come on. Yeah, throw some beads at her. Throw them at her. Just throw them at her head.
Lob them in her head.
Here, just open it up.
She's here because of the accent. Just remember that.
Yeah, she's here because of the British accent.
Happy Christmas.
What's up?
I missed you guys. You have no idea.
We missed you too. We haven't seen you in forever. But you get Mardi Gras beads because you came and smiled at the window. We have a poster outside, but no one seems to know this. So that's why you're getting a lot of them, because we have like 60 of them and 3 people have shown up. It is quite sad.
Yep, she smiled.
Oh, she smiled, but she didn't stop.
Oh.
You gotta stop.
Yes.
Like, if you don't stop... I mean, the poster's right there. We have, like, arrows pointing at it.
It clearly
but
says,
no,
flash us. A smile.
It says... Yes, it does.
That's inappropriate.
Yes, no, it's not, because it says flash us a smile. And it's all one sentence. There's no comma there.
Just saying you put it in parentheses.
No. Contrary to popular belief, we did not, because we are good Christian individuals.
I guys know, like, I came all the way over here, like, as fast as I could from the annex from class, so.
Nice. You wanted to hang
I
out?
wanted to see you guys.
Okay.
It's awesome to see you.
Enjoy your
Awesome.
beads.
We're off in a
Enjoy
couple
your
minutes.
beads.
Goodbye.
I will cherish them always, because it's the only piece of color that I'm wearing today.
Yes, it is.
Hang around. Show's over in a few minutes.
What? We still got 10 minutes. We're
we
doing
do. Wow.
our review
Wow.
of the interview, ladies and gentlemen.
Still haven't seen them.
Well, then you might want to run as far as you can, because spoilers. Spoiler alert. There's a spoiler alarm. We have a spoiler alarm. So, you ready to talk about the interview, Bobby?
Oh, gosh.
Let's do it.
Gosh. Goats. Gosh.
Goats. Goats. Let's do it.
Can we close the door?
Oh yeah, close the door. We're getting the echo from the door. Here, you could just
Thank you.
If you want to crouch in here. The gang's all here. The gang's all here. There's always someone in the studio.
No room in here.
No, there isn't. Well, you could sit outside.
You
could sit on that
You could sit on that thing.
the couch.
Yeah, you can move it. Move my stuff. Okay, let's talk about the interview. So, Bobby, how did you end up watching the interview?
I watched the interview with my girlfriend, and it's what the heck? Mm-hmm. Like,
I watched it on a bootleg VHS tape, a Sony VHS tape.
No one owns VHS anymore.
I mean, it's like I see why there was a lot of controversy about it, but it's just a movie. Like, it was
It was terrible.
It was a bad movie.
It was a very terrible movie.
It was patriotic to watch.
No, it wasn't even.
It was. We did
It's
it
like,
because it was going to piss off the Koreans.
Literally, Korea made us do this just so we would have to watch this film, I think.
enjoy it for what it was.
A mess.
I didn't like it at all. I found it to be really bad.
It was a bad movie.
And I kind of get why Korea was angry, and it wasn't because they killed Kim Jong-un. The interview segment of the interview is the most embarrassing, underhanded, disturbing thing I've ever seen.
Well, you know, they are our enemies. I mean, come on.
I know, but then Seth Rogen has to go out and say that American Sniper is glorifying killing people. And then he made the interview. Like, what?
It's different. You're killing the enemy.
Like, and I figured out that every member of the Franco family is just loony. They always play goofballs. They're just very loony people. Really, that? Come on, Bobby. You watch it. That's it. Our review of the interview.
Well,
wow.
Do you want to talk about it in more detail? Because it's like a pretty not appropriate for this show, particularly movie.
It was a decent movie.
It was a decent movie, but
it was not a decent movie.
If you
I watch a lot of movies. That was a crappy movie.
It was, but you just do it because you know you're pissing off the North Koreans.
That was a crappy movie.
It's not inappropriate. I mean,
it's
for crying out loud.
it was so bad that the Sony execs actually quit.
What are they selling over there?
They're selling roses and other Valentine's-y things.
Buy me a flower, because nobody loves
Why would I buy you a flower? We're giving you free beads.
Yeah.
Have James buy you a flower.
Yeah, because James's suave British accent. Ow, stop punching me.
I didn't punch you. I did not punch you. My hand accidentally got you in the arm.
He had another stroke, ladies and gentlemen.
I petted your arm forcefully.
Yes. Okay, so back to this movie.
Yes, back to this movie. Well, what else are we going to talk about for this movie? I mean, it's a movie.
It's a movie about...
I heard it was terrible.
It was terrible.
It was okay.
A stupid movie.
I have not seen it yet.
Honestly, I'm going to watch
funny.
SpongeBob to see if SpongeBob is worse.
I still have...
It depends on when you watch SpongeBob. Like,
No.
Wait, I got it.
Okay, I had to temporarily shut off. I have no idea.
Okay, turn the mics back on.
I have never hit a dump button so fast in my entire life, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, turn the mics back on.
They're back on. They're back on.
Wait, I gotta shake her hand.
James will shake her hand because she just broke the entire. That was.
You just broke the radio.
You just broke the radio. There's like we have one. There's like there's a lot of words you can't say. Then there's one word you really can't
for
say.
reference.
I mean, it's one thing when you accidentally say glob. It's another thing.
Just for reference, don't say that again.
Bobby, you think we don't know this? I mean, Nico killed the mics, hit the dump button. I think she gets it.
Bobby doesn't like me anyway.
Oh, if the FCC could regulate this,
Very loud in here right now.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot
With
of
the echoing,
crazy,
and not talking directly into the
Bobby
microphones.
doesn't like me anyway. I'm not sure about what he thinks.
This is 20 different kinds of stupid.
It's going to be better next week. We say that every week.
Every week we say it's going to be better. This was our season 2 premiere, and we had 0 responses on the Twitter.
On the bright side, there's this one guy outside that looks over occasionally and says something. But other than that, he's our only viewer.
Mm-hmm.
He is our
I was
viewer.
gonna say I try to listen when I'm not in class, but you guys have like the most inconvenient time for theater majors to listen.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Noon to 1 gets. We'd like noon to 1 because it's like lunchtime and people would listen. But
12 is
So I was gonna say because all the theater majors have class, like the 3-hour class on Friday.
Oh well, you could always catch us. We upload the show to YouTube.
I was catching the last 15 minutes. I did that last.
Yeah, we upload the show to YouTube so you can listen to every episode.
Oh.
It's awesome.
I thought this was an isolated incident.
No, it's not.
Oh, well.
I don't know.
Oh, James?
Don't say it.
What? You don't even know what I was going to say.
Tell me later.
Oh, I was going to... No, this is actually funny. So, my entire family is now kind of mad at you because you got something stuck in my head, which I got stuck in all of their heads.
Oh. Tell me later.
Why?
I don't know.
It's always look on the bright side of life.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You got that stuck in my head.
And your
for, like-
family's mad at
I
me
was
for
supposed
this.
to perform
Yes.
that once for this.
Life's a bag of... Not gonna do it!
I had my hand on the button.
Gotcha.
I had my hand
Gotcha.
on the button. Always look on the bright side of life.
Okay, don't start it up again. If you want to play it as the outro on YouTube or something.
No, I'm not gonna.
Terrible.
That was really bad.
We're not theater majors. We don't know how to sing.
That's a good one. Well, it is 12:54. We have 6 minutes. This is actually the most we've ever
Okay,
actually
let's
used
quit
up on
while
the
we're
show
ahead.
without going into the pit.
I'm just gonna get up and leave. Bye-bye.
Really, Bobby? Go get your ice cream. There's 6 minutes.
Yeah, Bob,
go get your
fresh
ice cream. Go get your
Bob.
ice cream.
No, right.
I like how people are purposely ignoring us in the studio. This is kind of funny.
It's an
Like they're
awkward thing.
purposely turning away.
Smile.
Like all you have to do is
Smile and
smile
get free
and you get
beads.
free beads.
Get free
Like
beads
we
and
have
stuff.
like
Bug it.
so many of them. What am I gonna do with all of these?
Oh, we can go outside afterwards and throw them at people.
What am I?
We can distribute them outside.
I have a pimp hat. I mean, come on.
Oh, you can say that, but...
I can say well because it's a hat.
Oh, there are theater majors over there.
Yeah,
Oh,
see, they
Well,
listen.
get them to
Nobody
smile.
lifting.
Always look on.
No.
Fine.
No.
We're not going to
No.
do that. We're not.
Just play it.
I don't have it.
YouTube.
No.
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 I'll do it on my phone.
No, don't you dare
Oh,
to
okay,
break the
fine.
Do you guys
microphones.
not have any other classes on Fridays?
No.
Bobby does, I don't.
I had to
No,
skip
my classes were canceled.
Oh
today.
yeah, his classes were canceled. so
Mine
none
got
of us have-
cancelled because the
I got
professor
class at
didn't want to come out in the...
Oh, that stinks.
My professor fears the cold more than her students, so she said no.
You guys never eat clay anymore.
No,
Oh, yeah.
we don't because
We can go
I'm
to
trying to
afterwards.
lose weight and then I go home and I eat donuts.
Wait, I can give you
It's-
guys...
You can't do it one day.
Wait, I can let them
Oh.
in. I can go half on you if
I
you let
don't-
them in
I
after the
don't-
show.
What do you mean?
In other words, I'll guest him in, you guest him in.
I'm saving my guest list. My friend's coming up the other month.
Yeah.
Okay, then I can do it. I don't use them ever.
You keep using them on me, James.
I use them
Are
on
you
anyone.
trying to buy your way into your position, James?
No, I'm trying to get rid of them. I don't have people that come and visit me from outside.
Ladies and gentlemen, obviously this used to be a new show. This used to be
It
a new
still
show.
is.
Is the keyword. It still is.
not
We
giving
still
up the
have
ghost.
that really nice, like
intro.
intro that sounds like we're actually professional, and then the show turns
it
into
just deteriorates from
it just deteriorates from
So I
there.
tried to show my friend Zach the board game, and he didn't like it. He didn't get it.
He didn't get Board Game Online?
He didn't get it. He thought it was stupid.
Ladies and gentlemen, Board Game. If you go online and type in Board Game Online, there is this really crazy game called Board Game Online. It is really awesome and trippy and weird and fun, and everyone should play it. And
Damn. Hey, dang. Anyway.
yeah, this is just
He
weird.
just like walked by.
Yeah, like this is like the third time that the same person has walked by and ignored us.
I think they really want to look over, but
I was
they...
in just now.
What?
I said Bridget just got back like I did. Like we were.
No, Bridget's been here for a minute.
Bridget's been here for a little bit longer.
Yeah, she came in and
We pulled in
she...
at the same time.
No, she ignored us
Impossible.
walking in.
She ignored us walking in.
And then she ignored us walking out, and then she ignored us walking back in.
Yeah,
She's probably going to ignore us when we see her outside, too.
yeah. I'll go say hi to her and she'll be like, "Oh,
I didn't see you
I
guys.
didn't see you guys
As you
there
avoid
in
us
the
every
lit
time.
studio with the
Inside
Mardi
of the
Gras
lit box.
banner is." Yeah, we love you,
It's
Bridget.
Valentine's Day tomorrow.
We love you,
We're all alone except for him.
Well...
Yeah, we're all alone except for Bobby. Speaking of,
No, anyway.
You're
Carry
not
on.
alone, James?
Carry on. No, I was about to make a joke. Carry on.
come on, do it. Wait, how bad is it?
I said I'll tell you later. Anyway.
Okay. Well, so Bobby, what are you doing for Valentine's Day?
I don't know.
I told you this generation. That was a top news story. This generation does not celebrate Valentine's Day.
What do you guys
Got
think I'm
someone
doing
for the time
Valentine's
being.
Some sort of strange ritual involving dead llamas.
Speaking of, do you guys watch Llamas with Hats? Like that ended yesterday.
Yeah,
And
llamas with hats
That ended
ended
yesterday. It was a very bad
It was
news story.
tragic.
was a
I
very
felt
bad
bad
news
for that serial killer.
What was I gonna say? Oh, it's Saturday night. What do you think I'm doing?
What do you
believe
do
me,
on
just
Saturday
watch.
night?
Sleeping.
Oh yeah, that's what I do on Saturday night.
Don't believe me, just watch.
I said that already. What the heck is happening?
Don't believe me, just watch.
Okay, quick. Someone put on the Cold War music or something.
What? Why? You want me to? Fine. I'm putting it on again because we have like 1 minute.
Yeah, because, you know,
and
we can use this to go.
Yeah, let's just comment on this.
Yes,
let's just do commentary over it as it's coming on. There's like a 10-second delay in it. It's like
There's a delay for us and a delay for the outside.
Oh no, there's an 8-second delay for them, and then we get it. So yeah.
There was a turtle by the name of Bert, and the turtle was very alert. Hooray! He never got hurt. He knew just what to do.
Go, sir!
He ducked and cover, ducked and
These lessons do not necessarily...
He did what we all must learn to.
Ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you get hit directly by an RPG and your name is Brian Williams...
Duck.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, these lessons do not necessarily apply to an ISIS attack. They've thought of it already.
Well, it's the end of the show, so signing out, I'm Nico.
I'm Bobby.
I'm James.
And
I'm Jordan over
Other person in here.
yeah, and catch us next week, or not.
The option not to.
Some-
It's not any better, so.
Yeah, but
This is as
it's
good as it
certainly
gets.
it is certainly funny.
Yeah, it's always a source.
Well, you know what they say.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a dream away. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart. And when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a dream away.
God has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart.
And when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a dream away. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart. And when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a dream away. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart. And when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away.
There's a great, big,
Beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow,
and tomorrow's just a dream away. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind and heart. And when it becomes a reality. It's a dream come true for you and me. So there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow just a dream away.